All right, Nick Ross is here, fresh off back-to-back Team of the Week selections in the new office, new studio. You saw the team store downstairs. What'd you think of the new digs?
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, all the offices, the building's nice. Yeah. The shop's really good. I was impressed with that.
Yeah,
It
opened we had some season ticket members here yesterday. And then tomorrow I think is the official opening. So
all right,
people
nice.
get to see it. Looks good in there, right?
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. And you can like create your own
create your own
t-shirt or
create your own gear, like anything you want. We have all these different logos you can pick from. You can put it on a shirt. You can do whatever you want. There's a lot of options.
I like it. Yeah.
I have yet to go and fully dive in, but it seems pretty legit, so I'm excited.
Are you gonna get a shirt with your name on the back?
No, I don't think so.
No, you don't do that.
I don't know. You think I should?
Maybe, I don't know. How old are you? I don't know. There's an age limit on that.
I think there is 29. Listen, I'm sure there's a lot of people listening who've got their names on the back. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not. No,
nothing
there's
wrong
not.
With
I'm
it.
not
Come on, man.
saying that.
Don't kill our sales. Don't kill our sales. All right, back-to-back Team of this Week selections for you. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, you've had a really good year throughout the entire season, but in the past couple of weeks, obviously, been standout performances. I'm sure you're feeling really good about how yourself has been playing, throughout the year.
Yeah, I've been playing a different position, so that's kind of helped. Like, I was playing more in the middle for probably the majority of the season.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know how long ago it was, maybe a month or two, I got moved forward a bit. And when Justin came in, basically around about that time.
Yep.
And it took me a while to kind of, because it's so different playing those different positions.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot different, like where you are on the pitch, how you receive the ball, stuff like that. But yeah, it's been going well. Last few games, managed to get a couple of goals, and then should have had maybe 4 last game, but
you had a fantastic tweet about the post for Team of the Week.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I should have scored at least one. I think if I'd scored the first one, I might have walked off the pitch.
the volley,
the
one that you backheeled to yourself. I mean, if that goes in, dude,
I might have walked off the pitch at that point.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, it goes viral. That's on SportsCenter. I mean, that was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a nice one, but just when you look back, you're like, I wish that went in.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of those ones.
Yeah.
And then the other ones, I should have scored at least one of them, I think.
What, obviously, but it was a good performance. So, I mean, I know you're frustrated that you weren't able to score more, but I'd imagine you still felt pretty good about the performance as a whole, right?
Yeah. As a team, we played really well.
Yeah.
And we needed that at home because of how it's been going at home. Like, it's been hard all year. I don't know what it is about the home games that we've not played well, or we just haven't been ourselves, but I think that was more like us, and we were on it.
I mean, that might have been one of your guys' most complete game, whistle to whistle, this year. It felt like the intensity. I remember even near the 90th minute, you guys are obviously up 2-0, and they only had really one opportunity, and I remember right here on Mark just really pushing for a third goal. But was there any mentality change? Did you guys talk about anything differently going to that game, or do you guys just feel like you went and just got the job done?
We talked a lot about it, because I feel like it was in our head, not winning at home. Yeah. And normally we're so good at home, and then away we'll pick up points that we can get. But we kind of spoke about just getting back to what we were good at, like the intensity you were saying. Like, we kill teams when we play with that intensity, and we just didn't have that for a long time, but we just got it back. I don't know what it was. We've just spoke about it a lot, of things we have to do to play better, and it came together on the night.
When I'm assuming now you had a little break, and we'll talk about the break this past weekend, which is nice. And now you basically have you get a little breath of air before the home stretch where you go into the playoffs down the stretch, and then obviously in the playoff run. But getting that win going into kind of this, what feels like the final stretch of the year, I imagine confidence-wise had to be big for you guys.
Yeah, it was huge. And like you said, we had the break, and it was a good time for the break because we had a lot of games. Yeah. I feel like we had a lot of home games, and then we travelled a bit, and it was good to get the win, because if we hadn't, it would just keep going, and we'd have a break, and then we'd still be thinking about, we've not won at home. And then we'd go to the next game, and then it's a big game against San Antonio, which is always a tough game. So it was nice, and then, we're going into playoffs hopefully in the right form that we need to be, and anything can happen. Like, it doesn't matter. We want to finish first, but if we don't, like Phoenix, I think they finished like sixth last year. So it doesn't really matter where you finish in the end.
What about scoring again, or playing so well against El Paso this last week? I know it's your forward team. Is that something that's a little sweeter to you, or does that not even? I know you enjoyed your time there, but
Yeah, I feel like it's so different. The players are different.
Yeah, it's not even.
There's only one player, I think.
Really? Because it was 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. So some of the staff are the same, and I spoke to them for a bit.
Yeah.
But the players and like the turnover in players has been huge. So not really the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the first couple of times I played against them, like my first game here in the league was against El Paso.
I think it was
I had
too.
a lot of friends still at El Paso, so that was strange.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we beat them, which was nice. But now, there's so much turnover in the league and in the clubs that it's a bit different.
Have you played in every single game this year?
Yeah. I think I've started every game.
Every game? Are you leading the team in minutes? I should know this. This should have been a stat.
You should know this, yeah.
I'm sorry. This is poor.
No, I
this
think
is poor interviewing. But I just realized that you've been playing a lot of minutes this year, which I'm excited for you because you would play well last year, get injured, and then you'd have to battle all the way back. And this year, have been healthy most of the year. I'm sure you've been dealing with some small things here and there, but for the most part, I mean, you've been. Mark's talked about. I feel like every time I talk to him, he's just raving about you and what you've been able to do on the pitch this year.
Yeah, it's been good. I think, the injuries are always a small injury. Like last year I was playing and I extended my knee in a weird way and I was out for like a month.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of games at that time, so like the team gets together and it gets like a rhythm and it's hard to get in. Mm-hmm. But this year, like since pre-season, it's been good. Like I've been playing a lot of games and the more games you play, the fitter you get and you get in a rhythm as well and you don't get tired or anything. And I think I'm Jared Timmer's first for minutes.
I think he is too, yeah.
I think I'm second.
Yeah.
And
you guys have both played a lot of minutes.
Yeah, and your mate Connor is third.
Is he?
I think, yeah.
Is he?
I'm sure he is. You should know.
I know. I'm sorry. You really should. I like that. You're right. I absolutely should have had that as a. I just was thinking about it, but yeah, that should have been on the list.
I thought you had that on your notes there. No.
Yeah, you would think. A lot of. You know what I have? I have Jared first goal. Talk about it. I have team break. You went to Disneyland. Like I have like things like that.
Wow.
Some stats, but not more talking points rather than stats.
Although
no, that's a good note from you, Nick. I need to have more stats. It's a good point. I got to be better than that. It's the problem is I didn't. I'm going on vacation in next week, and if I'd have went on it this past week, like you guys, our breaks are a little different. So maybe when I come back, I'll be a little sharper.
So you're ready on holiday in your head.
Yeah,
you're not here.
No, don't put that.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying it's a long season. Yeah.
All right. Where are you going?
I'm fully being sarcastic, by the way. I'm going to Italy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, it's better than Disneyland. Oh, actually, I don't know. Depends who you ask.
Yeah.
Where are you going in Italy?
Rome. This is so funny. I'm supposed to know where we're going. Naples, Amalfi Coast, and we're going to there's one other Florence.
Beautiful.
Any recommendations?
I've never been. But my wife loves it there, so all those places you've mentioned, she's been or wants to go.
Got it. Okay.
So don't tell her.
Well, then, so how was you went to Disneyland in the break?
I did, yeah.
How was it?
It was good.
First time?
I found out when I got there that I'd been there 24 years ago.
Oh,
22 years ago.
How'd you find that out?
Just I was looking and I just remember being there, and then I went when I was 8, I think.
Okay.
So just when we got there, I was like, I wonder how long ago I was here, and then I kind of figured it out. So it was a long time.
Yeah, but I'm assuming first time, obviously, with the kid.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It was fun. Yeah, really fun. At first he was a bit scared because we got into the park and he was holding his toy Goofy, and then there's a full-size Goofy right there. And we were like, oh, come on, we'll take a photo. And then he waited in the line, got all the way to the front, and then he just started crying. He's like, no. So we had to pick him up, and Goofy high-fived him, and it was fine after that.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and it wasn't as busy as I thought. It was quite quiet, yeah.
That's good.
Got straight on the rides, walked around. It was really nice.
Good.
Yeah, and then got a beach day the next day.
Yeah. So but it was nice to have a little.
Yeah,
little
it's
break.
always nice. It's nice, but then when you come back to train, it's hard because you've had 4 days of not doing nothing, but of relaxing, and then you come back straight into it, and you've got to go again. But yeah, it was really nice.
I'm sure it's nice, though, for everybody. You get a short break. It's not a super long break, couple days, weekend off, basically. Then you come back, and now it's, like I said, I feel like that's what it is. It was a deep breath, and now you're heading into probably the hardest stretch of the season in terms of down the stretch, fighting for the number 1 seed, trying to catch New Mexico. You play them twice, then into the playoff run. is that, you know, the mentality, I'm sure, getting a quick break, getting to escape for a second, and then being able to dive back in has got to be pretty nice.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect time. Like, I know a lot of teams had their, I think we're one of the last teams to have the break because it's like set within the league that you have to do it within this time. But because we had so many games, we couldn't really find the right time to do it, and then it worked out perfect, I think. Hopefully, like, when we go into the next game, that hopefully we win, and then, like, yeah, we show that the break was at the right time, and then we can kick on, and yeah, we're ready to go.
You're leading the team in assists this year with 6. Obviously, you mentioned that your ability, now that you've kind of moved up, has definitely been able to help those statistics. But the pass to Kieran last week, I mean, dude, that was sweet. What?
It was nice, and it was funny because the game before in Louisville, Mark was on me because I should have played that pass to Kieran because I think we were winning 3-2.
Yeah.
And then he had made a run, and I should have played it inside, but I played it on the outside, and I got cut out, and Mark was going crazy at me for like 5 minutes straight, just shouting my name, and I just ignored him. And then I turned around, and he was like, told me, I can't really repeat what he said, but yeah. So I was like, yeah, I know. And then, so the next game I thought I need to get one of those in. Yeah. And it just worked out perfect in the end.
Yeah. And then he was obviously celebrating on that, yeah?
He was happy with that one, I think,
yeah.
Yeah, so it worked out well. And yeah, any way I can kind of contribute to the team. I think a few of those assists have been nothing. Like, you could have had it. I mean, I don't know your ability, but
there's 0 ability.
There's been a few where I've just like passed it like from me to you.
Yeah.
There's one in Colorado, I just gave it to Russell, and he ran through like 4 boys and scores, but it looks good for me.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it does. Yeah. It does. You're also 1 goal away from your career record at 3. You got 2 in 1 game, so that helps.
Yeah, that does help.
Season record, I should say. But
yeah,
Jared Timmer scoring his first career goal. Obviously, that was a big celebration moment for him. He tried to wave me off on man of the match, though. Can you believe that?
Did he?
Yeah. I wouldn't let him because I was like, come on, man, this is the one time, you know. But I would imagine he got a lot of love after that one, yeah?
Yeah, we're all happy for him. Like, I didn't realize it was his first professional goal. Yeah, I just thought it was his first goal for SAC. I didn't know.
Yeah,
hadn't scored for Indy or Reno, I think it was before. Yeah, but yeah, good goal as well.
Yeah,
took it really well.
Really well.
Yeah,
it was impressive. And then we see Russell get back. I know he kind of came back against Detroit and scored, but then was still kind of getting fully back. And good to see him back on the pitch. Man, we started having a lot of firepower up top here late in games. We see, you know, multiple substitutions. We just got a lot of depth up top. For you, kind of now being in that position, but you also have the ability to kind of full back into the midfield if needed after a substitution. Kind of what's that like, knowing how many weapons we have going forward?
Yeah, it's a strong squad, really strong. I think we've missed Russ a lot.
Yeah,
because he was doing really well at the start of the season, but to have him back at this time it's like a new player. It's like a new signing, like someone that's going to come in, and you know what he's like. He's really intense, and he's not going to settle for second best. So if he's on the pitch, we know that we've got a winner, we've got a fighter there, and he's going to give us a lot of quality as well. And then we've got like Pirano Christian, who's doing really well.
He's been playing super.
Yeah, it's like Messi sometimes.
Yeah,
so small, but like so effective in what he does. And then Kieran scoring goals, Trevor's coming on and scoring or getting assists, and we got Seba as well. So attacking wise, it's looking good.
Yeah. Anytime somebody's come off the bench, I feel like they've made an impact.
Yeah,
in many different ways.
Start of the year, it was Jonathan. He was coming on, scoring, like playing as a striker almost at times. And then we got Russ, like Rafa, other boys, Seba, Trevor, if they've not played. Like a lot of boys have come on and done really well. So that's a key thing as well. If you have the squad that can do that, I think you got a good chance of winning something. Yeah,
and it seems like Portillo, we talked to him about maybe 5 weeks after he came here, and it seemed like he was still trying to find his footing a little bit, and obviously he was playing a lot of minutes because we needed him to play minutes. But it seems like now he's kind of really adjusted to his role and has started to really fit in on the field. Have you noticed that as from your standpoint as well?
Yeah, I think we all knew what he was about. Like, he's been in the league a long time, and he's got good numbers, like assists and goals as well. He scored quite a lot. So when we've played against him, Mark's always told us, like, you need to watch him. Like, he's one of the better players. So we knew what to expect when he came in, and I think he's done really well. Like, from just getting traded, like, kind of randomly out of nowhere, like, it's hard to fit in. Like, you've come from a team in Tulsa. I don't know what their mentality is, but you come here and the mentality here is you have to win something. So that's tough, but I think he's adapted really well in the last few games. You've kind of seen what he's good at, and he makes us a better team with like the way he passes forward and gives balls to me, to Christian, Kieran, and
I feel like that's where we've seen him improve since kind of, or getting more comfortable, I should say. He's kind of the more direct passing, I think, has been really solid. He's been looking forward more rather than side to side and being a little more aggressive. I don't know if that's been a focus, but it seems like
I don't know if Mark said something to him or what, but that's what he's been good at for the majority of the years he's been playing. So we expected that, and like it's hard when you first come into a team. You don't want to be the guy giving the ball away all the time or anything like that. So I think he's adapted really well. Now you're seeing like what he brings to the team.
What has Mark's message been in the locker room like the last? I guess probably. How many of you guys trained? Today's Wednesday. So yesterday today. What was his message like starting yesterday? Kind of knowing, coming back from the break and getting you guys a mindset for the rest of the season.
Just the same as the last two games. Even though Louisville we lost, I think we played. We played really well, and then last game was kind of more of what we want to be, like on the front foot, like really intense. Like they barely had a shot, they barely got out of their half. So that's what we want to be, and it's not going to be like that all the time. Right. But San Antonio's a tough game, and we know what to expect from them. And then hopefully we get through that with a win, and we have to go to Charleston pretty soon, so that's not going to be easy. But if we hit form at the right time, then you can really go on a good run in this league, and we're still fighting for the top spot. So that is the goal. Well,
and the final game between you and New Mexico is a Sunday night on ESPN2. It's a pretty awesome nationally televised game on September 29th. So that one will be one that is circled on the calendar, I'm sure. I mean, you play them twice down the stretch here, which is good. You think you play El Paso again as well. So a lot on the line here in the last, what do we got, 10 games-ish to go, I think is something like that.
Is that all that's left? Yeah.
I think it's 10 or 11, yeah.
It's flying by.
It's crazy, right?
It's slow, and then it just flies by.
Yeah, yep. Were you jealous of where any other players went on vacation this past weekend?
Yeah.
Who were you jealous of?
Jack went to...
I know, that's the one I figured you were going to say.
Do you know where he went?
He went to Maui,
Yeah,
right?
he went to Hawaii, yeah.
Yeah.
There was, because I think in the league, apparently the rules were you had to stay within the country.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but he's found a loophole there, going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
He's done really well there.
That counts.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked nice.
Is that actually a rule, or is that...
I don't know. I'd heard it.
Did Mark make it up?
Maybe. So boys wouldn't go too far.
Yeah. But it does make sense, though, because, you don't want to get stuck in customs or, like, have some issue that out of country that maybe you wouldn't have in country. That might make sense.
Yeah. I was happy with what we did, but obviously when you see the beach and stuff in Hawaii, you're I've never been to Hawaii, so...
No?
Oh. Have you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm from California. It's a little closer than Scotland.
Yeah, true. Where did you go?
Maui. I've been to the Big Island, Maui. I think that's it. Nice. Molokai, but that's like a boat trip from Maui. Nice. So it's a good spot. It's beautiful. It's unlike any other place. I haven't been that many places, but unlike any other place.
Have you been out of California much other than that?
Not a ton.
No, I've noticed that recently, that people in California just stay here.
Really?
I suppose you don't need to leave because you've got everything, but...
Yeah, but I mean, you got to get out of it. You got to go other places. You got to go see the world. That's what that's why I'm excited about Italy. Is like the oldest thing in the United States that you can go see is like 300 years old, where everything here is like 2,000 years old.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah.
Should have gone to Scotland while you were there. It's not that far.
No? You've never been to Italy, though.
No, I know. So I should have made the most of that.
I know.
I think since I've moved over here, I'm like we drove 6 hours to LA, and now I'm like, that's fine. Like 6 hours is okay.
Oh, so you're on the flip side now.
Yeah, but if I was back home, I'd be like, no chance I'm driving 6 hours. Like that would get me to England somewhere, but I wouldn't drive. And if I took a flight,
the trains there.
Yeah, and like here, if I took a flight for like 2-3 hours, I could. Well, sometimes you're in the same state. Like when I was in El Paso, like to Austin, or Houston, it was like 8-hour drive, or like 1.5 hours flight.
Wow.
But then if I did that back home, I could be in a totally new country, like different climate, everything. Yeah. But just never made the most of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you got time, man. You got time.
You're good. The only bad thing is like when we have the off season, it's winter, so It's
not
cold.
not as pretty.
But you're gonna get good weather.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think it's not gonna be too hot. We'll see.
Yeah.
No matter what, it'll be nice. You know. What else? What else should we chat about? You got a question for me? Last time we started with this, we went another 20 minutes, so that's why I'm starting this a little earlier, which is good. No, I'm not complaining. Just to be clear, that was great.
I have two, but they're kind of. I should if this was earlier, it would have been good when the Olympics was on.
Oh yeah.
So they're Olympics based.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you watch it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched way more Olympics than I think I ever have.
Yeah, I was kind of similar. I don't know why, just random events.
I think it's because it was on the time frame. I think it was on during the middle of the day, so you could just kind of have it on, and then at night they, if you watch primetime, they had the key events you didn't want to miss. You could go on Peacock. It was it was a good viewing experience.
Yeah, we had a few away trips, so it was on all the time in our hotel room.
What did you enjoy watching?
We were watching slalom canoes or kayaks.
Dude, this is what I talked about. Yes, that's my favorite
when
one.
When they go down and go through the gates and come back. Yeah.
I was telling Jared and Connor this, and they were like, "Well, what sport would you want to do?" And Jared's like, "Oh, the 100-meter dash." I'm like, "Well, that's everybody's gonna say that." So I came up with one, and that's the one I said.
Yeah. Did you see the one that was a straight line?
No.
So they're in a kayak, and I think it was just one guy, or maybe two. I can't remember. But he was in a lunge position.
Oh yeah.
And he was just going side to side like that.
No, I don't think I did see that.
And then there's 2 guys or 4 guys that were just the double
yeah, okay,
double
I've seen that.
Yeah.
There's a movie that just came out about the 38 Olympics American team. Boys in the Boat is what it's called. Anyway, I saw it, so I knew a little bit about. I think it's rowing, right?
Rowing's different.
Oh, so you're not talking about rowing.
Rowing, you're facing
the other way.
Your back's to the line.
These guys are facing forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it looks so hard.
The kayaking upstream to get around the gate looks
impressive.
Insane.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't realize they're on their knees. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't realize until they got out of the boat. I was like, how are they doing that on their knees?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna assume you can have way more leverage, because otherwise I'm like, how do you have that strength to
get back?
Get
yeah.
Upstream? Yeah. Anyway, it was very impressive.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and seeing how their maneuvers, and they only had to get their head underneath it. Big fan. So I'm with you on that.
Did you see the speed climbing? The rock?
Yes. The guy. Wall. Yeah. And they have to ding the thing at the top. Yeah. It's crazy.
Some of the events, I'm like, how can that be Olympics?
Breakdancing?
Yeah, did you see that?
It's not coming back. Yeah, I did see it.
No, it's not coming back now.
No, I think that was what. No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
I think everyone knows who she is now.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's hilarious.
Really good.
I don't know if it was an actual joke or if not, but regardless, I thought it was funny.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other random events I thought. Speed walking. You're basically running, just run.
Yeah, what can't you do? At one point is it running?
Yeah. You think you have to keep 1 foot on the ground the whole time, yeah.
Are they watching every single person's every single step for 10 miles or whatever?
Uh-huh. No, I'm not having that. Or the one where it's called steeplechase, you know that one?
Yep, I did see that one.
Jump over a hurdle, but it's jump into water.
Yeah. I never understood why are there a steeplechase versus hurdles? What's the difference there?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like much.
Or how'd you get into pole vault or
I don't
anything
know.
like that.
I have theories.
Go on.
Maybe people like individual sports where they compete with themselves. Maybe you're an introvert, or maybe you're not. Your hand-eye coordination isn't great. I'm sure you have to have great hand-eye coordination to be pole vaulter. I feel like people with certain skill sets when they're young, or maybe it's I think that maybe tailors the way you go into sport. Maybe you're athletic, but you aren't good with your feet. Okay, well, soccer's out, right? What's then left? And I think that's where some of these more niche sports is where it comes from. I think gymnasts, balance, they have incredible balance and core strength.
True, yeah.
Uh-huh. So I think that's kind of what I'm not. I have no idea if this is true. This is my perception. So but a lot of these sports, I'm gymnastics, no chance, no chance. No, I have zero balance is not my thing. So,
yeah.
But
I think once you get through every sport, that's when you take up the pistol.
Yeah.
The
skeet shooting or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be.
I watched archery. I was riveting.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. That's and some of those sports. That's what I'm saying. I think people with the higher priority sports of I want to play this. and then it slowly drops, and then you get to like archery, which I think is very fun and very fun to watch. But like those are different types of athletes than not the others. But no matter what, I enjoyed watching. Like this is the one time where like these sports get their moment to shine. Like when are you ever going to watch archery if it's not in the Olympics?
Or judo or wrestling,
right?
Fencing,
right? Yeah, fencing.
Yeah. Amazing.
Fencing. Are you a fencer?
No, never.
No. Isn't that a big sport in Scotland or no? Am I thinking of England? I don't know. No, I could be wrong.
Maybe you're thinking of, what is it when they're on the horses and they run? Jousting? You're thinking of like medieval England, I think.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
I've never done fencing.
I don't think it's that. Yeah, all right.
Maybe it's a new thing.
Okay, so that was your question. What sport did I like watching?
Well, you kind of said that Jared and Connor talked about it. Like what event would you want to be?
It was the canoeing one.
But you'd want to be a gold medal winner in canoeing or kayaking.
I mean, that's a different question.
Okay, good.
I think if it's what sport would I want to be the gold medal in, then it's like one of those big high priority sports that people know about. But if it's like a niche sport, I was trying to come up with an interesting answer rather than just 100-meter dash.
Yeah.
Like those are more and like under the radar sport. The kayaking was impressive. Like I like in the Winter Olympics when they do the snowboard racing. There's like 4 people.
Oh yeah.
Very fun to watch. Speed skating. Riveting. So those are the ones that I can't skate for anything. I'm okay on a snowboard, but not going those speeds. So those are the kinds of things I like when the racing aspect, like there's just something about it that's
because the kayaks had the racing.
Because there was the timing, but
there was the single one where you didn't see the other one.
Yeah, no, I did see the other one.
Yeah, where they like drop down and they have to like fight to like go through it all.
I love that.
That was amazing.
You're hitting people with your row, like with your I mean that's unbelievable. Very fun. Very fun. You enjoyed it a lot though. What was your sport that you liked watching the most?
Just run. Yeah, like I've never watched rowing. Yeah. Like I've never sit down and watched rowing, but it was on, so we're watching it.
Are you, in those moments, are you rooting for Scotland or are you rooting what's your?
Oh, that's a tough question.
I know.
I was speaking to Jack about this because he's English, so he's British. But technically, I'm British, but I don't really go unless the athlete is Scottish. Then I'll go for them. Like if they win, then I'm like, all right, well done. But if they're Scottish, then I'll go for them.
Okay. How do you know that? You just because sometimes it'll say.
Sometimes they'll say, but we don't have like our own team.
Oh.
Like Ireland, Republic of Ireland have their own Olympics team, whatever.
Interesting.
But we join with England and Wales and Northern Ireland as Great Britain to I don't know. It's different. Like.
So do you root for US then? Is that what what's your move?
Just sport, Just root for the Olympics.
You just root for competition.
Yeah, just love that.
All right.
No, it's hard. Like when there was racing on, there was like the 1500 meters. There was a Scottish girl, so I wanted her to do well. There's actually a girl from Inverness, where I'm from. She was racing, but it was her first time, and it didn't really go that well.
No.
But it's hard because, like, say Andy Murray when he was in the tennis.
Yeah.
He would win as Britain, but even he would kind of not want to win as Britain. He'd want to be Scottish.
Interesting.
Because then you have to, like, when you get the medal and
you have to listen to the national anthem.
It's the English anthem. It's not ours.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. But then you get people, like, who want to be British.
Yeah.
We're going deep here.
Yeah, no, I like this. This is great.
So, like, Scottish people are kind of... They used to be more... We're British and, like, because of the war and stuff, like, the older generation are like that. But now we had a vote maybe... When I was back home, it's like 5-6 years ago. Mm-hmm. To be our own country, and then I voted yes, but there's a lot of people who voted to stay, so we stayed, and now they kind of want to do it again where we have a chance to break away, but there's a lot of nationalists, and then there's a lot of, like, Robert Briggs, the chaplain, he's a big nationalist, like he's with Britain, he's
interesting.
When the Euros was on, he came in wearing a Scotland top, which was fine because I had mine on. Scotland went out. He comes in an England top. Oh, unbelievable! Like I couldn't believe my eyes. I told him to get out because that wouldn't happen. Like if he was in Scotland, he'd get burned or something, burnt alive.
Wow!
But he came in with an England top on, and he was cheering for England, and he is that kind of generation that
Interesting.
would go for that.
Yeah, I was talking to Moffat about this last week.
He wouldn't go, would he? He wouldn't go for England, surely.
I didn't ask him about this because
No.
I didn't know enough about it, but I don't think so. I think you're right. But I was asking about the Euros, and he was telling, because I was saying, I don't even know if it was on the podcast. I think it was after, but he was saying how, Scotland's like historically not really done much in international soccer, and like getting into the Euros. Like he said, you haven't even been out of the group stage in the Euros. Is that right?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Not to rub
Yeah,
this
thanks
in.
for that. Yeah.
Sorry, but I just mean like he was like, yeah, we're he's like the U.S. are doing great, and I like compared to Scotland, and I was like, yeah, but this is 26, like this is the chance, it's a home World Cup, it's our chance to, my whole point is if for soccer to really leapfrog these other sports in America from football, basketball, I think are kind of out of reach, but like there's a race I think for the third most popular sport between baseball, hockey, and soccer. I think I'm not missing any others. I think you're right. I think I'm right. Well, I think the big catalyst is like, Messi came, and that obviously boosted things. But what's the real thing that everybody is going to tune in? The women's national team has been great, and like we haven't really done much. So if the men's national team makes a semifinal run, and we have this kind of generation of players, will that be like? Could that be the catalyst of all these people? Then being like, oh man, that was unbelievable. Knockout soccer is incredible, which we know, but a lot of people who maybe aren't soccer fans don't know this. It's funny, people think soccer's like, I just don't know the rules. I'm like, but you know the rules of football where there's flags, and I'm like, it's crazy. So anyway, that's why my opinion, which I don't know if is accurate, is if the U.S. does well in the World Cup in 26 with a lot of eyeballs on it in the United States, that could really springboard soccer into that.
Do you think they could do that? I don't know how question. They have good players, but I don't know how good they are.
Well, we have a new coach.
Who's that?
I should know this off the top of my head. This is also not on my
notes.
Yeah. No. But we have a new coach.
Just insert it.
We'll dub it over later. I hope that'll help.
There's a lot of good young players, and like they're all playing in Europe. And
yes, but now they're late 20s by this World Cup. So this is like we said last World Cup that was kind of the beginning of what would be in 26, and so I'll be interested to see. But I think if we perform well in 26, I don't think we're going to win it, but I think we got to advance past round of 16, like we had. Like we lost to Netherlands. That was a pretty disappointing performance. We played okay. We did not do well in the CONCACAF Champions League. Didn't even get out of the group stage. Like that's a very disappointing performance. We have to get out of the group stage. Yeah, we're consistently beating Mexico, which we've never done before. I don't know if that says more about us or more about them right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either, but I think that's my opinion. The catalyst. I think we have the guys to do it, so we'll see. We will see.
I really hope Scotland get to the World Cup so I can go and watch a game.
That would be awesome.
That'd be so good. Take my son. He'll be, what is it, in 4 years? So he'll be like
almost
2026, like 5
right?
or 6.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years.
Love that. Yeah.
I mean, but there you go. They're playing Levi's.
Yeah,
Levi. A lot of West Coast. Levi's.
Yeah.
SoFi in LA. And then Seattle too at Lumen.
Yeah. It's funny because my wife was saying to me like, "Do you think you'll get called up to play for Scotland in the World Cup?" And I said, "There's no chance. Like not even like 1% chance." She was like, "Yeah, but you're here and you know the country and you know like the weather and the places you're playing and stuff." But I had to explain like she just couldn't understand that like I'm not gonna get picked. There'd be so many injuries needed for me to get picked. I mean, I'm talking like 200 injuries. Yeah. To get me in the squad.
There's a lot of really good players.
A lot of good players. Yeah.
So explain to me why Scotland has their own international soccer team, but competes with the UK at the Olympics.
That's a great question. I don't know. I have no idea. We have like Wales has their own team. Right. Northern Ireland has their own team. Yeah. And they tried the GB team once at the Olympics in 2012 in London. I don't think there's any Scottish players. Either they didn't want to go or they just didn't get picked. Yeah. So it was just like England and Wales. And I don't know if there's any Ireland either. So it just turned into an England team again. That's kind of the theme here. England kind of takes over everything. Sounds like I hate England, but... No, I get it. Yeah, I like the people. But
are you a big 4th of July fan then?
yeah, wait till I get my American passport and then I'll change. Yeah, it's coming up soon.
All right, well that was good. I mean, I got a little insight into
You learned a lot there. Yeah,
I learned a lot. Yeah, no, it's.
I've got one more actually.
All right, yeah,
we didn't even get that in. So Olympics again.
Okay.
One sport that you think you could do right now that you wouldn't be like, people wouldn't watch it and be like, oh, he's never done that before.
Wait, where you think I would? Like,
You'd be okay. You'd get by. People wouldn't look at you and be like, like if you did the 100 meters, obviously.
no,
after 10 meters,
would not do well. I don't think
they've
there's
beaten you.
any of them. You think there's like?
It's hard, isn't it?
I don't think any of them.
I
Like, what would I be less exposed in?
Yeah, because you think.
I think I could go into archery and then it's like, oh, I hurt my thumb, or I fake. You had a bad. I think that might be the best. But like, I'd be running. I'd be exposed.
Throwing.
Like, swimming. I'd be exposed.
Oh, swimming. Yeah. Diving.
Diving, I would hurt myself.
Dangerous. Yeah.
I mean, I would just do a straight dive.
I
don't know what that would result.
Belly flop down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like throwing, like shot put. That's tough as well.
Yeah, that's hard. That's still hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think I think I would be so bad where they wouldn't even show it. Or maybe it turns into a viral sensation. Who knows?
Breakdancing. Could you breakdance?
No.
No.
There's not one sport. You think what? I mean, you have soccer.
Yeah,
what sport could you do
know.
where you could hang? I think long distance running you could probably be okay in. Just from.
I think that, but then I see the times they're doing.
It's unbelievable.
And it's like a sprint. Like they're doing one lap of the track consistently in like a minute or less.
It's unbelievable.
I would struggle. I don't know if there's any I could do.
I think the fast climbing, I wouldn't be able to do it.
I would just fall straight away.
But I could like I can. I mean, I've been to a rock climbing gym before. Not in
I've
10
seen
years.
a wall before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can climb a few trees.
True. I'm trying to think what else.
It would have to be a sport that not people watch very often.
Pistol.
So you can get by. Oh yeah.
Pistol one, yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
I've never shot a gun in my life, but
I've only done it once, and I wasn't any good, so I probably not. It's probably a no for me. So.
What did you pick for the gold medal? Kayak.
I think kayak. Yeah. I think that's my one.
I think I would go 100 meters, maybe, just because I want to see just for 10 seconds, what it's like to be that fast.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, if I could have that speed for a day in training, just to see what it's like, just to see what these guys experience.
Yeah.
Just ping a ball into the corner and I'll chase it, just to see what the speed's like.
That would be interesting for sure. But
I think I would go, like the decathlon. So you're just good at everything. You can run, you can throw, you can jump.
I mean, that's a beast. Oh, you know what I think I could do? I changed my mind because it's really not that much on you. It's more on is equestrian with the horses.
So you're blaming the horse.
Yeah, everything will be on the horse.
There's got to be some kind of skill there.
I know there is. I'm just saying that.
Is that the jumping one? Or is that the horse like kicks its feet and stuff?
No, I don't know.
What's that one?
I think it's the one where they jump.
Okay.
I mean, the horse sees the barrier coming. They have to know, like, I got to get over this barrier.
Do they not give them like a wee kick or something like to jump over?
Yeah. I don't know.
No. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Can we arrange that?
Maybe.
I can. Yeah. That's one where you're just blaming the horse.
Yeah.
Like, the horse didn't do it.
I did it. He didn't.
I've been training for 4 years, and the horse.
I know. Yep. Yeah. This is why he's not a racing horse. You didn't listen.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. I think I take that one. I take back. I think that's the one.
I'd like to see you in that outfit too. That'd be funny. With the helmet and.
Oh man. Yeah. All right. Back at it Saturday. It's going to be back-to-back games at home. Got Brewfest. Should be a pretty rowdy atmosphere. Plus, it's going to be a tough match. San Antonio, despite where they're at the table, they always play us tough. So I'm sure it's going to be a good match. Yeah.
How are you going to be on Saturday? Remember last time? Was it last Brewfest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it got to you. Didn't it? No? I remember you were on the big screen and you said something like, I've had a few of these beers and then...
Yeah. We're going to take it easier this week.
Yeah?
Yep.
Are you more like a IPA kind of beer?
IPA through the beer helmet straw. Not a good experience.
Oh, you had that, yeah.
Not a good experience. I did it last year.
Yeah, last year,
Yeah. The IPA, it was not good. Lagunitas is a very good product. I enjoy IPAs, but through a straw, it's just a different, different
gets
beast.
heavy, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it heats up as it gets through the straw. Probably won't this weekend, but last time it did.
Yeah, it's not good.
But I mixed beers last time. Modelo and Michelob Ultra. Pretty good.
In the same.
In the same straw. So one was one was the other.
Wow, I like it.
Yeah, I might have invented something. I don't know what you would call it, but it was pretty good.
You gonna go for that again?
No. We're gonna
tone it down.
Take it easy. Yeah, we're gonna take it easy. I hope that's the plan.
You never know. Once you get there and you see them.
The problem is we have a lot of instigators on my staff.
Who's the main one?
Who's enjoying it?
Todd?
Todd does think it's funny. No. My stage management team, they I don't know it, and then they'll keep filling up the cups.
Okay.
And I can't tell. Also, I have to be very still with my head. I spill on myself a lot. So yeah, we're gonna take it easy this weekend.
Yeah. As a staff, do you have like nights out and stuff? Like get together and go out, or?
Yeah, I mean we have happy hours here in the office. We've been doing some trivia on the happy hours, which is fun. Yeah, we keep it pretty low key though.
Yeah. Who brings the beer or drink? Is it provided?
HR.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Spoil it here.
No, I don't know exactly who brings it. Yeah, we have you have a beer. Have a pint.
Urban Roots beer.
Couple different things, yeah.
Yeah, I've not tried that yet, but
Roots. You haven't tried Urban Roots?
Not the food, but the food's
awesome.
unbelievable. Yeah, but not the beer.
Yeah, it's good beer too. They got that hat trick IPA.
Yeah. I've not tried that.
I had it on tap. I don't know, month and a half ago. It was very good. That's probably my favorite one that we have right now. Just at the games is, if you want an IPA, is that one. Because I like hazy IPA the best.
Is that like stronger or?
I don't really know how to explain it. I should know. I'm sorry. This is. It's like an IPA, but it's not as harsh. It's not as bitter. It's a little less bitter, a little sweeter. It has a little more hoppiness to it. Beer people are losing their minds right now.
I bet they are. Yeah.
They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's true. I don't. It tastes good. That's my favorite. So
that's all you need.
The $2 beers have been good too, though.
Oh yeah, $2 beers. That was last game, wasn't it?
Last game, and then October 9th. Yeah. So
who do we play then? I should have asked you. You don't know.
Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, that was a waste of time.
I know. You're
October 9th. Let me tell you.
Waste of time.
No, I don't even know.
It might be. No, it's not El Paso. We just played that.
No, it's the game before El Paso because we play them.
Memphis, maybe.
Yeah. Is it? Because we're away twice at the end of the season. Maybe you may be right. Good guess.
I think I literally walked by someone making the graphic earlier.
I should know. It's the day before my son's birthday. He'll be 2. So.
Gosh, I know. I saw him last game.
Yeah, he's lively.
Yeah,
he is lively. Yeah.
Took him to Disneyland. You're doing all the steps. He went, and I know because he's under 3, you got him in for free too.
That's why we went.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Because it wasn't too bad for us. Like I expected it to be more. But then when we got there and we bought him a balloon that was $20, I thought, like, how often can we come here? And then we got to start paying for him, and then yeah. But it was fun.
Good.
Yeah, and he was fun and free, the best kind.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go. Nick Ross, man, this was a pleasure as always. Congrats on back-to-back Team of the Week, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.